Hi everyone, and welcome to a quick 5-minute video, one that I hadn't done for a while, but I thought I'd do it as somebody mentioned it, and I don't want it to be a debate on Windows vs OSX. He did actually ask what I thought the difference would be between Windows and OSX. So I'm going to give my verdict on it. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do this, it's just my verdict. I was a Windows user since I started on PCs 10 years ago, and then in the past couple of years I've been using OSX. I still use Windows as well, to be honest, but not very rarely, usually just for a game or two, or for a piece of software that I like to use for my wedding slideshows. That's the only really time I use it, to be honest. If they brought out the software for the Mac, which I've heard they're going to do when they get round to it, then I probably won't use Windows. Why do I think OS X is, I won't say better than Windows, but better for me than Windows, is because, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to crash. Everything seems to work great. I have used my editing programs in both OS X and Windows. I've even got all the same programs installed in Windows 7 Pro, which is on another hard drive. And I find out that they run a little bit quicker on OS X. There's less bugs, less crashes before the computer starts to slow down. The Mac, I mean, to be honest, nowadays it's actually, I can honestly give a bit of negative to OS X. It is starting to get very buggy. As they've gone, like a few years ago, it was more a system that you'd have if you wanted a workhorse, not really an all-round family machine. OS X was, are you an editor? Are you a photographer? Are you a vocalist? Are you somebody who edits vocals? Do you make a lot of movies? And that's what everybody would say to you, look, get a Mac because it's more stable, it's more aimed towards being a workhorse. But what they're doing now, especially with the new Mountain Lion, well, it's not that new now, obviously, but with Mountain Lion, they seem to be integrating a lot more stuff into it, which is not really work-related, i.e. Photoshop, iMovie, Final Cut Pro, and all those things. So I'm finding out that there's a lot more bugs actually popping up into OS X now. So for stability, right now, today, I'd say that it's not really any more stable than Windows. In fact, they've just brought out an update, and I was the beta tester for a lot of the OS X updates for the graphics, and they brought one out after months of testing, and now there's another beta out, 10.84, which I'm testing, and it's actually to fix the same issues what 10.83 should have fixed. So that's actually quite a bit, it's actually quite a bit annoying really, because the exact same issues for the drivers and stuff like that in 10.83 was graphics, Ethernet, Wi-Fi, Safari, and in the new 10.84 beta update, that's what it's asking you to concentrate on again, those four things, which means they didn't get it right in the 10.83. So I'm not knocking it, I still love OS X, and I'm on OS X now, and I'll continue to use OS X. But what I'm saying is, I think nowadays it's irrelevant whether you go OS X or Windows. I still favour the Mac. There's a lot less viruses out for it, for starters. There's one huge bonus. But I just like the way it's laid out. It does tend to run a little bit quicker. I don't know if that'll change in the future. The way they've laid the operating system out is absolutely superb. It's really dead easy to navigate around everything. Like, you can just click on a picture and press spacebar to view it. By the way, I'll just show you, that's just a low-res JPEG. That's a photo shoot I did the other day, a model photo shoot with Virginia in a studio. I am going to do a video on a few of those images and stuff like that coming up. But there's just one that I got round to editing this morning, as I have been very busy. So, yes, I do favour OS X over Windows. And obviously, if you are going to get a new computer, if you actually look into Insanely Mac or Tony Mac, you can actually just buy an OS X compatible motherboard, and you can run Windows and OS X, and you can make up your own mind in which way you want to go. But I find this OS X very stable. I aren't really. The only issues I see is on Safari when I'm shrinking my YouTube player from big to small. It sometimes jerks, and it's done that for I don't know how long. Whereas if I install Firefox, it's gone. It doesn't do it. So there's another bug. But yeah, OS X, Windows 8. Windows 8 is... I won't compare Mountain Lion to Windows 8 because Mountain Lion just wipes the floor with it. Windows 8 is, I think it's their version of trying to be like OS X, you know, having tiles on the desktop, and to me, it just doesn't work. I'm not saying for you it doesn't work, so don't be commenting on, you're a Windows 8er, because I'm not. I've got Windows 7 Pro 64-bit on one of the hard drives. I can just restart the computer now, press F12 and choose that SSD, and I can boot Windows. So I do have both, but I do favour the OS X. I mean, just the feature of being able to move over a movie and press spacebar to view it, or a picture, or even a RAW file. I mean, if you look at a RAW file, I don't know if I've got any RAW files here. There's a RAW file here. You can see, I'm not going to click on it because it's somebody's baby and I don't want to make it big. But if I just press spacebar now, that RAW file can be viewed without any other bits of software. That's just default. You can install even 10.63 and just press spacebar and open it up. So I do like that. You can do the same with movies. AVIs, anything, you just press spacebar and you can play the movie. So I do like that. That's just a massive feature for me. I like the idea of the Facebook notifications that come up along the side here. If I want to now, I can click that. Let me just put this on. This is my little program to stop everything talking that I don't want to talk. And if I just type there something now, like hello, I can just post it straight to Facebook. All my notifications come here. As you can see, I got a notification from somebody about the picture that I put on Facebook, and it warned me there. So that's a good feature. So yeah, I'll cut this video short now. That's my opinion. Your opinion can be different. That's just my opinion. They more or less get an even bash, does OS X Mountain Lion and Windows 7. OS X Mountain Lion and Windows 8. Mountain Lion wins hands down. I don't know what the hell they were playing at when they did Windows 8, but it's awful. It's absolutely rubbish. Okay, on a tablet, it's a good design for a tablet, but not a PC. Apple know what they're doing. I'd say if you was to maybe go to OS X 10.68 Leopard, I'd say that beats Windows 7. Because Mountain Lion has got a few bugs in it, as so did OS X Lion. They seem to be bringing out OS X's a lot more now, and I'm noticing a load more bugs. Don't get me wrong, Apple seem to be working round the clock to get them fixed, but Apple used to release a product that wasn't very unstable. Now you're getting a lot of issues, and it isn't just because mine's a Hackintosh. I've actually gone to the Mac forums and everybody else, saying that I'm not really experiencing that many personally on my machine, but on the Mac forums a lot of people are experiencing problems, which is obviously because they're bringing them out a lot faster now, and they're opening the capabilities of OS X, so it's becoming more of a family PC as well. So it ain't just, hang on, if you're a workhorse, if you're an editor, if you're a photographer, if you're a musician, if you're a movie maker, get a Mac. Now it's get a Mac anyway, because it can do everything, and it's more stable, and it's less this and it's less that. And that's what the Mac is now more aimed against. But they are experiencing a few more problems now. Now they're starting to make it be able to do a lot more, and a lot of the software for Windows you can get for OS X. So it's a toss-up really which way you want to go, but I'd definitely say OS X gets my vote. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe.